Hey, this is ASpengler, and this is episode 3 of building Operation Torch and Lego. Let me quick show you what I have so far. I've started the plating, or the cover-up. In the last segment, I completely finished the foundational work, and now I'm just working to cover it up. I was waiting for a bricklink order, and well, two actually, but the bigger one that I needed more has come in just today with a bunch of plates. Got a lot of can pieces just so I can get this covered up, some smaller for more detail. Also, I got a little bit of green stuff. I found a bunch of these. They're pretty cheap, so I just got like 20 of them. Then some more pieces, just various sizes of tan tiles, some dark tan ones, some plates. I don't like it when they put them all together, but there's some plates, plants, stuff like that. Also, just some more of these plants. Thought these were in a darker color, but oh well. They'll still work. Also, I got a little bit, some more boxes just for the British base, which is going to be here, and also some brown plating, some more plant stuff. Also, earlier I had a Brick Mania order that came in, but I didn't show it just because they messed up a little bit of the order. I had ordered my first kit from them, but this didn't come before. They had mistakenly given me the small flak, so now this one just came today, the replacement, so I'm gonna have to send this back. So what I ordered was this. It's my first ever kit from them that I've ever ordered. Also came in with one of these cool little booklets that I think they've started. This is giving out. That's the second one I've received. Also, I got just some more guns and stuff. I can quick show you guys those. Got some helmets and crates in this one. Come out. So there's the two brown crates. I got 5 more of these U.S. infantry. I got helmets. I got 5 white German infantry helmets, plus I usually will try to get like one of these every order of the mesh helmets, which are really nice. These might be for a upcoming small Mac, those white helmets. And as far as guns and stuff, I just got an assortment of stuff that was on sale. Some more MG34s, those are for my tanks. M119, 119, bunch more vests. I think that's 5 for another American infantry squad. Then I got, I think it's 10 German vests. I probably just got the vests since they were quite a bit on sale. I got some more 50 cal clips just because the ones I had ordered previously didn't really fit in the guns very well. Then just some more Kar 98s and the British rifle, just in case. I think I was a little bit short on them. Then since they have a kind of a Star Wars sale, I got a few blasters. And then finally some artillery, 3 artillery rounds, and the freebies they gave me. Some mixed orange AK-47 with a kind of white mix to it. A slight tinge, I'm not completely sure the technical name of this sniper. It's got a white with a kind of orange tinge. I guess that's the theme they're giving out. So now that those orders of my bricklink order came in with all those plates, I'm hoping to completely finish plating this up and get it all covered, so hopefully the next time you see it, it's going to be completely covered. So now I'm just going to stop talking and get working. Okay, coming back to show you guys the progress. Now zooming out here, you can see that the whole mock is now covered with the top plate, the tan plates. I got that final bricklaying coater. I kind of put a few of these on. It had some more plates, dark tan and tan, you can see there as well. We just had a bunch of these slope pieces. I just get a bunch of these because they're pretty cheap. And then just kind of a few other pieces. Not very much, but I mainly got it for the dark tan and tan pieces. So I also got just a bunch of these 1x2s. I'm going to need those for more detail work. So now you see this is completely covered with the plates. So guess it's somewhat looking more to the final stretch now. And World War Brick's only a week away, so I'm gonna have to really get working on this. So now I think I'm gonna go ahead and start working more on terrain detail, and then most of the work's gonna mainly be in this dark tan area. I'm gonna add a bunch of trees, greenery, and then I'm gonna have to add that like British staging area, and then mostly just the work in the outside area is going to be kind of just tank tread detail for the Panzer IIIs, just little spots where the German infantry will be, and other than that there might be a few desert plants out there, but it'll mainly just be detailing out there, so that shouldn't take too long. I think the main building part will be around this oasis. Again, I'll probably put the water in at World War Brick actually if I do I'm thinking I'll be able to finish this in time now that this is all covered. Now it's just mainly detail work. Just a lot of detail work, and I think I can get that done. Maybe not the very final bit of detail work. I might go back and put a little bit more detail into it after World War Brick. But for now, I'll just do my best. I think I'll be able to bring it over. It already is looking pretty good with I added a little bit of the more detail. I added some tan bricks in there. It gave it a little bit more depth, as you can kind of see looking up there. So now I'll go ahead and I'm gonna prep this area for some plants in that base and trees. So now it's just mainly gonna be making stuff look a little bit better with terrain detail. As you can see now, it's kind of just a line going around with this dark tan. I'll give it a little bit more depth and detail, so you can go ahead and keep working. Okay, coming back to show you guys the progress, and there is quite a bit of it. Let me zoom out and show you guys. There, right away around that oasis, you can see that I've done a lot of work. I've basically completed that British staging area. I kind of put in the vehicles in kind of the area where they'll probably be, and I added a bunch of trees. So let me go give you a little bit better view of that British staging area, or outpost, whatever. So I put in those little nets as the little cover up. You can see there, and I put as much sand. I made as much sandbags as I could until I ran out of all those 1x2 plates. I got pretty good way around. So they have, see here, I have these little posts, and then I have the brown round stud thing holding it up. Then I have another kind of cone, black cone right there, and then the net sits on that cone, and then I have the little green plant thing holding the net on. So there's 5 nets total. There's 2 little spots. The one here is more of a kind of a storage area, so I put in more crates there. This one more of the command area. I have the radio there. You can kind of see kind of a communications pole there hooked up to the radio. Then I just set in a map there. So that's basically the outpost so far. I don't think I'm going to extend it any more than this. I'll probably just add some more detail to it later on. So as well as that, as you can see, there's a lot more rockiness to the landscape. I added those. And going around to these trees, if I can turn this, it's kind of hard to turn stuff around with the Metzmac, so I'm kind of limited to room, so let me go around here. Okay, so there you kind of can see it, the oasis right there. I have my desert Jeep here, the M3 Grand's kind of just sitting back there. Have 3 of these bigger trees that I made and then 2 of the smaller ones. Then as you can see here around this oasis, I've added some grass little bits and some dirt. So that's mainly what's back here. Let me show you a little bit better view of these trees that I made. I'll zoom in on the one back there. Or here's that small one first. It's basically I used those, what are they called, the little tube things that can be bent. And I just basically put those brown pieces along it, and just so that allows for it to have that bend effect. Put one of these little bush things up, so just to give it more of a realistic palm tree look. And then of course the palm leaves on top. The other one, the larger palm tree, is basically the same. I used that one tube thing again. Then I put those bigger brown circle pieces on. And then at the top there's those palm leaves, but also they have these leaves are dark tan. I'm not sure what they're called, but it's a smaller kind of leaf. You can kind of see it there, just to give it somewhat of the effect of this smaller palm tree, but since I couldn't fit in this underneath it, so I kind of wanted to give it a look, and I had a bunch of those, the leaves that I have underneath the palm tree, so I just added those in to give it a little bit more detail. So that's basically it for all the work I've done, quite a bit. I'd say that the mock is pretty much done, other than just getting the guys on in more detail. Plus I need to add a lot more plants. I haven't added all the plants in yet. I still have a bunch more of these bushes. I'll probably put those out more in the desert. I have a bunch of these little bamboo plant things. Those are going to be a bunch of those around the oasis. The oasis is going to have a ton of plants around it. So I also have some of these, and a bunch of these will probably go more out in the desert. And then I have these lighter ones. These ones will go around the oasis. And I still have a few of these left. I'll probably add some more of these onto the outpost roof or netting. And as far as I think I'm gonna edit these Panzer 3s a little bit. I don't know if you guys know, but Brickmania is coming out with a newer version of it. I already started editing the gun. So you can see I added that little bit there. I think I'm going to look at their new model, see what they changed. I might change these ones a little bit. And also I'll add a little bit of more desert detail to them, or camouflage. I'm not sure what, but since they'd be out in the desert, I'm going to maybe put a bit of supplies on it, stacked on stuff, so they look like they've been out in the desert for a longer time. I might put those one leaves on these to make it look like it has a little bit of a camouflage. So that's basically it so far. I think I'll have one little bit, another little section for this episode, and then I'll end it out. So now I'm going to go ahead and get those plants on, maybe do a little bit more detail. So let's go ahead and keep building. Okay, coming back to show you guys the final bit that I've been working on. I've added all the plants in now, and basically the mock's completely done, except maybe I might add a little bit more details later, but for now, I think for what the time limit I have, I think I'm going to call it done for the most part, except I still haven't edited the Panzer IIIs at all yet, and I think I might add some last minute explosions later. But for this segment, this is the last amount of work. I added a bunch of plants in. As you can see there's the kind of desert plants, those bushes. Added a little bit of those little shrub things out there. And then I put the guys in and the vehicles. Well, the vehicles were already in, but I kind of put the guys in basically where they will be for the final product. So there you can see all those Germans kind of charging in on the British area. But also I added some more of that greenery on top of the netting, as you can see there. So I'm going to turn around, let you see kind of all the greenery on the oasis. I think it looks really good. So let me go and show you that. Okay. There you can see it. I think it turned out really well. Added like 2 vines in there if you see those. But for the most part, I just kind of completely surrounded the oasis with these plants. I think it turned out really good, like I said before. And again, I'm not going to add the water in until actually I'm going to be at World War Brick, so it'll just make it a little bit easier for transportation. So I won't have to take those back out and then put them back on later. So I'm just going to leave that empty for now. You won't see that till I think I'm going to make another segment or episode after World War Brick, and then I'll make the finale after that. And then there have been some requests for army videos, so I'll probably make those after that. And then some other videos I'll probably take a bunch of pictures at World War Brick. I'll show you kind of a slideshow of those. So this is it. Let me just give you a few more views of it before I end out this episode. Turn it around for you. So you can see I also put those British soldiers in there, kind of just spread out throughout the base. I think if I will add explosions, they'll probably be out in the front. There's a guy right here. I'll probably have him be exploding. And yeah, just add a few explosions along here from the tanks. I don't know if I'm gonna have I was thinking about having the M3 Grant kind of be in flames, but I'm not sure if I'll do that. But this is it for now. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video, or maybe at World War Brick. So see you later.